alaikum everyone from another episode of Embracing Ramadan. Today I want to start by talking about a question that Sayyid Nursi radiallahu anh asks in one of his books. So Sayyid Nursi first talks about how we pay a certain price for anything we buy. For instance, groceries, milk, sugar, at the end we have to pay a certain price to the cashier. And we do know that at the end of the day, the true owner, the true provider of everything, the air we breathe, the health that we have, the sky, is Allah. So Sayyid Nursi asks, what does Allah want from us in return of giving us everything? So the answer is very simple. Dhikr, fikr, and shukr. Dhikr is basically when we say Bismillah before doing anything, for instance, before eating. Fikr is when we acknowledge the power of Allah, that He is the true owner, that He is the true provider of everything while we're doing the action. And shukr is saying Alhamdulillah at the end of every action. So the answers are very simple, yet very powerful. And even though we already know these, we sometimes forget and fail to acknowledge the true power of Allah by not sincerely thanking Him. And this is when Ramadan and fasting comes into the game. When we are fasting, we truly acknowledge that the true owner of food is Allah. And when we are only allowed to eat when He wants us to eat, we acknowledge His power, His ultimate power over us, the humans. So it is very amazing how the best way to understand the value of something is staying away from it. So Alhamdulillah for the obligation of fasting and Ramadan. Let's get started our program.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فتقبل مني إنك أنت السميع العليم فتقبلها ربها بقبول حسن وأنبتها نباتا حسنا وكفلها زكريا كلما دخل عليها زكريا المحراب وجد عندها رزقا قال يا مريم أنى لك هذا قالت هو من عند الله إن
يا جميل يا الله يا قريب يا الله يا مجيب يا الله يا حبيب يا الله يا رؤوف يا الله يا عطوف يا الله يا معروف يا الله يا لطيف يا الله يا عظيم يا الله يا حنان يا الله يا منان يا الله يا ديان يا الله يا سبحان يا الله يا أمان يا الله يا برهان يا الله يا سلطان يا الله يا مستعان يا الله يا محسن يا الله يا متعالي يا الله يا رحمن يا الله يا رحيم يا الله يا كريم يا الله يا مجيد يا الله يا فرد يا الله يا وتر يا الله يا أحد يا الله يا صمد يا الله يا محمود يا الله يا صادق الوعد يا الله يا علي يا الله يا غني يا الله يا شافي يا الله يا كافي يا الله يا معافي يا الله يا باقي يا الله يا هادي يا الله يا قادر يا الله يا ساتر يا الله يا قهار يا الله يا جبار يا الله يا غفار يا الله يا فتاح يا الله.
Prophet ﷺ, even before becoming a prophet at the age of 40, has always been called Al-Amin, meaning the trusted one. And this way, with his lifestyle, he has exemplified how to be a right and a trustworthy person. Speaking the truth is in the fundamentals of all religions. Similarly, Prophet ﷺ has many hadiths on honesty. One of them is the following. Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu said, "The Messenger of Allah, peace be upon him, said, 'You must be truthful, for truthfulness leads to righteousness, and righteousness leads to paradise.' A man will keep speaking the truth and striving to speak the truth until he will be recorded with Allah as a Siddiq, which means the speaker of truth. Beware of telling lies, for lying leads to immorality, and immorality leads to hellfire. A man will keep telling lies and striving to tell lies until he is recorded with Allah as a liar." Sahih Muslim. So now it's time to watch a story on reflecting truthfulness and honesty in our everyday life.
All right, Katie, ready to go? Okay, let's see what else Mommy wants. Guess what?
Yay, great!
Yeah, you want the green ones or the red ones?
Green.
All right.
I want a whole.
Okay, but no eating them.
Okay.
Wait until we pay for them, okay, sweetie? All right?
All right.
All right, let's go. Did you like the grape, sweetheart?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, then. Which one do you think Mommy wants?
Blue.
Blue?
Yeah.
Okay, blue it is then. One more grape. Oh my God, the grapes are wrapped. Let's go home.
Your receipt. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Hey, sweetie. How you doing today?
Good.
Good. Did you find everything you need all right, sir?
Yes, I hardly did. Oh my God, this baking mix session must be for women only.
You are not the only man to come here and complain about that, trust me.
What are you laughing at? You've been laughing all day long. Give me the thing. Oh, almost forgot.
What did you do that for?
Guilty.
I know you're good.
I'm not guilty.
I think these are yours.
Thank you. Ready?
Bye.
High five.
Hi kids, welcome to the Arts and Craft Corner. Today's design is going to be based on the name Al-Basir, the seer of all, the one whose inside sees all things clearly, even the smallest act, and both the apparent and the hidden. He is the one who sees and understands all that has been and all that will ever be. So seeing is also given to the human beings. However, our sight is very limited, whereas Allah's is unlimited. And for us humans, we have to use our sight by looking into the universal signs, which indicate that Allah is the absolute one and the judge. Let's get started.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zahra and I'd like to welcome all of you to the Kids Corner of Ramadan TV. Today we will learn the name Al-Basir. Al-Basir means the all-seeing. Allah can see everything. Today we made these binoculars. To see how we did it, keep watching.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome everyone to Embracing Ramadan's Speaker Corner. Taha Ghayyur joins us today. He's a writer, public speaker, and khatib. He is currently Vice President of Sound Vision Foundation and former Executive Director of ISNA Canada. We will talk about the Muslim youth in Western society, inshallah. We will host the program together with Sister Emine Betul. Welcome, Emine Betul.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Emine, and I am the host for this meeting for Embracing Ramadan.
How has pandemic affected your spiritual life so far?
It has been different. Let's put it this way. There are definitely challenges when it comes to our spirituality as Muslims. And I guess the biggest challenge being that the doors of the mosque are closed today during this pandemic. And with Ramadan now coming up, of course, in the month of Ramadan itself, it is going to be a challenge for us because in the life of a Muslim, mosque or a masjid plays a critical role in terms of not just spirituality, but also in terms of our sense of communal living, community development, and of course social services that are associated with it. So I guess the biggest challenge for us as a community, for us individuals first, and of course as a community, really being that physical space and physical connection to the masjid is not there, which unfortunately leaves some of us, thinking that that sense of discipline, sense of belonging is missing. Of course, that is a natural feeling. However, let's put it this way. COVID-19 has also offered some new opportunities for us individuals to connect with our families at the spiritual level and of course at social level and family level, but also connect with God in ways that we probably did not actually do in the past. So now a lot of time for a big chunk of Ramadan, our spirituality is going to be quite individual, and it's a beautiful opportunity to worship Allah and worship God in ways that we probably had not done in the past, mainly because now we have less distractions from outside, and we are a lot more homebound, and we are able to connect with our family members at our spiritual level through a home-based tarawih, home-based iftars, and a lot of other opportunities, and of course connect with God directly, hopefully in a different way and a better quality, inshallah.
So how do you evaluate this situation in person, and are there any lessons that you would like to share with us?
Good question. I think if you look at the current situation of lockdown, one of the things we learn is really the blessings we take for granted. The fact that we have so many freedoms that we took for granted all this time. Freedom to move around, freedom to go out anytime pretty much you wanted to, freedom to socialize, freedom to party with people, freedom to actually go to masjid to pray and just simply connect with the community outside, freedom to do groceries without any hassle. Those are the things that we actually took for granted, and that's something these are the blessings that we need to really remind ourselves of as much as possible. Second thing I would say is how it reminds us how we plan for life and plan for Ramadan, for instance, plan for summer this year, and yet we realize that God is the ultimate planner. He's the one who controls everything. And we also realize how dependent we are on God, and really reminds us of our own humility and humbleness in front of God. And the last thing is, of course, a reminder, a real serious reminder that while we are in a lockdown situation, there are many, many people around the world, not only just during this situation, but throughout the year and throughout the years before and future, they are going to be, and they have been in way worse situation. They have been under lockdown situation for decades in many cases, since the time they were born, in fact. And we need to really rethink our priorities and rethink our own blessings that God has given us, and see what we can do for those who are really in such difficult circumstances throughout their lives, essentially.
Brother Taha Ghayyur, thank you again for joining and sharing your thoughts with us during this difficult time. Thank you very much, Emine Betul.
Thank you, Taha Ghayyur.
Thank you for having me on your show. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Brother Taha Ghayyur, who was president of Sound Vision Foundation, join us today. Stay tuned and be safe. Happy Ramadan.
Assalamu alaikum. More tips on eating sahur, the early morning meal. Today I want to talk about water. Water is a very important component of our diet. And if we are dehydrated, either because we didn't drink enough water, or we ate foods that have drawn water out of the cells, or we have been drinking fluids that are concentrated, like fruit juices, for example, but the water content is not adequate in them. So as you all know, the body is constituted 60-75% up to that range of water. So water is really a very important component of our diet. And in the mornings, we have to replace some water for the whole day, particularly if we are planning to be outside. And although it's not warm right now in this part of the world, the fact is warmth can affect the amount of perspiration that occurs from the body. So water is essential. A minimal amount of water would be 1.5 liters for an adult. For a child, for a children, it may be a little less, but it may actually be more if they are physically active. So therefore, it's important to drink water. There's one recommendation, is to just have 2 cups of water in the morning before sahur time finishes. Most of our water replacement will happen in iftar time, and I'll talk about it in another presentation, inshallah. So water as opposed to juice, as opposed to tea and coffee, because again, tea and coffee have caffeine in them. They also have certain other materials that need to be flushed out by the body, and they're toxic. So that's why people who are fond of their tea and their coffee, please try and restrict that amount in Ramadan. Please try and reduce it to the best of your abilities before Ramadan. It probably won't happen now because Ramadan is literally on our, it's right round the corner. But I'm saying that water content should not be predominantly from tea and coffee. It should really be plain water, and it should be placed so that it can be drunk during some portion during sahur. Most of it probably will be in the late part of the day, because morning time is really difficult for people to drink a lot of water. The second recommendation I have for today is, inshallah, to remember that when we are cooking, we should use oils that are healthy, that have a good, if you like, fatty acid ratio, and that are considered all round to be a low on omega-6 and high on omega-3 acids. There's not many of them. Omega-3 acids are the healthy fatty acids that are a part of formation of body cells. So that's not something we can necessarily get a lot from, but if we use oils that have high omega-6 content, this is considered to be unhelpful and even unhealthy. So try and use olive oil, which is very healthy oil, and it's something that we can all find easily. We can be poured on the food afterward. Doesn't have to be cooked in it. But those are the 2 recommendations, inshallah, for today. Until the next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
منكسرة قلوبهم ها نحن منكسرة القلوب يا من يجيب المضطر إذا دعاه ويكشف السوء نحن مضطرون قد ضاقت علينا الأرض بما رحبت وضاقت علينا أنفسنا يا رب إنما نشكو بثنا وحزننا وشكايتنا وكمدنا اللهم إنك ملك مقتدر ما تشاء من أمر فيكون اللهم اجعل لنا من كل هم وغم نحن فيه فرجا ومخرجا من لدنك يا ربنا اللهم اجعل لنا من كل هم وغم نحن فيه فرجا ومخرجا من لدنك وصلى الله وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى إخوانه من النبيين والمرسلين وعلى آلهم وأزواجهم وأصحابهم أجمعين آمين 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 يا ذا الجلال والإكرام.
Poor, rich, black, whites, humans, cats, or dogs. We all feel the same when we're hungry. I've said this before. Islam is a very social religion, meaning it connects you to your own soul, your families, and your societies. It also connects you to the rest of the whole universe. The obligation of fasting, the hunger, makes us realize one more time that we are all different yet the same. We're all different colors on a palette. How beautiful! See you in another episode of Embracing Ramadan, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for future notifications.